We are joined now by Major Richard Pease with the Salvation Army. Major, thank you for taking the time. And like always, Salvation Army is right among the first to offer help. So what sort of resources are available tonight?
Well, currently we've got one of our mobile canteens at the YMCA in Louisville providing food and hydration. And then we're going to be assessing what more we can do over the overnight and then into tomorrow, and what the Office of Emergency Management needs from us as well.
During these times, so many people want to donate. They want to give blankets. They want to give monetary donations. What's the best thing to do right now for those folks who want to help out?
Well, the best thing right now would be to visit our website, iamsalvationarmy.org, and make a monetary donation. Obviously, there's going to be more impact than just tonight, and we plan on being available for those material goods, but also we're sure that we're going to have to use some resources to help folks with some temporary housing as well in the coming days and weeks.
So how exactly does that work? How do people take advantage of that?
So what we'll do is we will be coordinating with OEM and the local cities. We will have case managers that can be made available to provide housing assistance, and we'll kind of work with other responding agencies to assess what needs are there and try to work together to make sure that folks get help.
And Major, when this is a huge and catastrophic area that we're talking about, and over 600 homes. I mean, is it difficult to manage an emergency response for something like this?
In my experience, it is difficult, but the folks that do it for a profession, like our friends at Boulder OEM, do have quite a bit of experience. And with our emergency disaster folks, we do work well together in these situations. Sometimes at the very beginning it's a little chaotic, but once the organizations get together and each kind of does what their defined role is, you pretty much start to see the response and the recovery happen relatively quickly. It's just a matter of getting resources to the right people at the right time.
And I know that you said you're going to coordinate with the Office of Emergency Management, but for tonight, for this hour, if somebody is, I need a meal, do they come to you, or are you showing up at the evacuation centers?
We are tonight we're at the evacuation center that's the Y in Louisville, and we do have food available there. We've not been able to deploy to any of the other evacuation areas as yet, but I do know that OEM is arranging for some meals at those locations and for food to be available.
And this has to, I mean, you all are, like I said, always on the scene of fires when there's individual house fires or apartment fires or flooding. But I would think a disaster of this scale would, I don't know, wouldn't it tap you out of the resources available to you?
It will probably in the long run, but the community is supportive enough. I guess one of the positives out of our current pandemic state is that we do have our centralized kitchen that is already producing a large number of meals every day for some shelters in Denver Metro. And so we've actually tasked them to, starting tomorrow, provide 1,000 meals 3 times a day that'll be brought up to Boulder County to serve those first responders and those that have been affected. Also, again, we've ramped up because of the various eviction prevention things activities that have had to happen during the pandemic. We do have case managers more than normally, so again, we'll be able to kind of get into that field pretty quick, a lot quicker than we would, I think, during a normal disaster where there wasn't already a pandemic happening. So I guess there's a silver lining in that we're already well beyond our preparedness state, so to speak.
It's good to hear that there are resources available for folks tonight. Major Richard Pease with the Denver Metro Salvation Army, thank you so much for all the hard work you do.